Hello YouTube, thought I'd do another quick video here. Since I'm building all these little interface circuits, I thought it'd be a good video series to also do a interface circuit so you can use the R1 2020, or I call it the blue box, to be able to hook this up to your GMRS two-way radio repeater like the Retevis RT97S or the Midland mxr10 repeaters. Those repeaters have a data port on them. So we're going to make a little interface circuit so we can plug this box into those repeaters. Then you plug this box into your computer. Now you're probably thinking, well, what's the point of this box? You're already doing a video series on the COM port and all that stuff. Well, this box has a few advantages. One, it has its own built-in sound card. So what that means, it does not matter if your computer has a good sound card, a bad sound card, the jacks on your computer are wore out. It don't matter because this box has its own built-in one. Matter of fact, if you look at this picture, these USB cables, there's one here and there's one here. When you buy this, they plug into the side of the box here, and one is for audio and one's for detection. So, like I said, this box has that built in, which makes things a lot easier. You don't have to worry about, getting another USB sound card or anything like that. So that's good news. Also, too, when you buy this box, unless you are planning on hooking this up to a Motorola radio, you're not going to be really too concerned about these little adapter boards. So unless you have plans in the future, I always tell people, if you can buy this box with both boards, just do it, because you never know what the future may bring. You may want to decide to get a couple Motorola radios and make them into repeaters, and it's a plug and play. But we're not going to be using those for this particular video series that I'm doing, because those other repeaters that I just mentioned have a data port on the side. So just to point that out. Also too, what's nice about this box is that we can configure this to use for Zello. We can configure this to use for a whole bunch of other software. So it's going to be a little bit more options, I guess is the best way to say it. What I like is the built-in sound card of it. That avoids one other less items to deal with. Now, we're still going to build a little interface circuit, and unfortunately, because of how this box operates, we got to make it compatible with those repeaters. The good news is the Retevis repeater and the Midland, they're the same repeater. Their pinouts are the same. Their data information is the same. So it's just going to be one little interface circuit that will work on either one of those repeaters. And what I mean is, if we scroll up here, let me clear this. And if you scroll, I'll post a link to this box user's manual in the description below so you can kind of read about this. But there's a lot of configurations you can use on this box. And let me go up here to the connection. Here is the DIY connection that we're going to be using. Now, this is where we have to do some interface circuit. We got to convert by using transistors or an IC, depending on which way I have to go. But we're going to have to convert some things, because if you remember correctly, the Midland or the Retevis repeater, like the busy or the squelch line, is low. Well, this needs, let me get my marker, this needs, which is the squelch line, which is the same thing here, which is pin 6, this needs a high. So we got to convert a low to a high. Hence why we got to build a little interface circuit. Not a real big deal. It's going to be real simple. I'm going to try to use as little parts as possible to make this work. So that is one thing that we're going to have to convert. And I don't remember on the PTT on this. I'm going to have to look it up. I do have this blue box here, as you saw in my videos I've done. So that's the good news. Little bit of, well, not really bad news. Bad news for me is I don't have those repeaters here. So I have to build a little circuit that's going to act like those repeaters so I can test it. So I have to do a little bit more work to do this. Not a real big deal, but I'm going to have to do some tweaking. So I got to find out, and I don't remember on this box. I'm going to have to check my notes and my information when I did do the videos on this box, if that PTT has to, if that's going to be low coming off this blue box. If it's not, then we got to make a circuit convert that so that it's low for the repeater, because as you know, the Retevis repeater or the midland need a low logic low on pin 9 on that data port to make the repeater key up. So if this PTT coming off this box is a high, we got to make a circuit to convert it to a low. Basically, it's going to be almost about the same circuits that I'm already building. So that's why I thought it'd be a good time to do this at the same time. So if people want to buy that box, plug it into their computer, be able to plug their Retevis or the midland repeater into this blue box, and then they can have that function. So it kind of goes hand in hand. What I'm trying to say, I'm already building the circuits for the other video series. Well, this ain't going to be too much different, so I might as well tackle this at the same time, or at least that's the plan. So at any rate, this is going to be, I don't know how many parts this video series is going to be. Hopefully not too many. But that's the plan that we're going to do for this. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below, and please subscribe. Thank you, and have a good day.